Hi guys, and welcome to my channel, Changing Phases Tarot. So happy to have you here with me today. Now today's reading will be the monthly reading. It's a general reading for the month of August 2018. This is for all of the signs. For the reading, I will be using the Crystal Visions Tarot deck by Jennifer Galasso for the main 10-card spread. If I need to pull clarifiers, I'm going to use a new deck that I got and I'm very excited about. It's the Zillich Tarot. It's very pretty. It's sort of watercolors. It's by Christine Zillich. Hope you can see that. Sorry for the glare. So if I do need clarifiers, I'll be using those. And the oracle cards, I'll use the Soulful Woman Guidance card deck by Shushann Movessian, and also the Sacred Traveler Oracle cards by Denise, Linn. As I always say, these are general readings, so the messages may or may not resonate with you. The only way to get a truly personalized reading would be to order a private reading from me. If you're interested, you can take a look at the contact information in the description box below this video. But just briefly, you can use the INSTANTGO app. If you want to download the app and search me up on there, it's Changing Phases Tarot. You can email me at changingphasestarot@gmail.com or take a look at my site, changingphasestarot.weebly.com, where you will find pricing as well as the types of readings that I offer. Also, I would suggest that besides watching your sun sign video, it's a good idea to watch your moon and rising sign. That way, if some of the messages in one of the videos maybe they don't resonate as well this month, in the others they might, or by using all three together, you'll have a sort of more complete overview of what's coming up for you during this time period. And it's interesting how a lot of times the messages kind of overlap. A lot of the cards repeat in the different readings. So I would suggest doing that as well. All right, well, I will stop for now and see each of the signs in 1 second for the shuffle. Hi Pisces, hope you're doing well. I'm here to get into your August 2018 reading. As you can see, I've already shuffled off camera and have laid the spread. So let's get started. You have at the center of your reading the Six of Swords. This card has been coming out a lot in the readings that I've done for this month. So Six of Swords crossed by the Two of Cups. So beginning with the Six of Swords, Swords energy is, it's air energy, and so it has to do with our intellect. It's the suit of the mind. It's, where we come up with our ideas. It's also communication, how we communicate, get our ideas and thoughts across to other people. But it is, in our mind. So, and with the Six of Swords, this card is one of the two transition cards in the tarot. The Eight of Cups is the other one. And it really speaks of moving away, leaving behind one situation, and this can be a job, this can be just, a relationship, this can be friendship, or just, a situation itself, but leaving behind something that's a little difficult and heading into easier times, heading into calmer waters. And this deck, it doesn't have the same image as in the traditional tarot, which is usually there's a woman in a rowboat, and, she's there with her child, and she's actually being, sort of sailing away from choppy waters into calmer waters. So, sometimes it doesn't have to do just with, mentally moving on from something. It can actually be, physically moving, traveling by water, traveling across water, going overseas. So, that does also come in with this card. But you can see here that the woman, she's had enough. Whatever this, situation is, however this plays out, it's something that she no longer wants for herself, right? And even though, what lies ahead is uncertain, she's going into that light now, and she's dropping the swords. She no longer wants to fight. She no longer wants, whatever this situation was, and she's heading into something that's going to be, much better for her. Now, what's helping or hindering it is, this is the minor arcana version of the Lover's card. This is the soulmate card. And I do have other, messages here that, yes, this, could definitely be more to do with relationships. You know, like I usually do in these general readings, I try to give you, you know, all of the messages coming through, understanding that, you know, there are many different people watching the video. And so, you know, for some people, the messages may resonate more on the romantic front. For others, it might be more to do with career. So I'll give you all the messages coming through here. But the Two of Cups, you know, it is a beautiful new, or this deep soulmate relationship with another person. This can even be, you know, there can be sort of a past life connection with this deep soulmate relationship. But it's a very, you know, you can see that they're sharing, they're dividing, you know, pouring the one cup into the other. So it's sort of the two people joining together as one here. So there's a very deep connection. So for some of you, you know, this walking away, you could be what's helping you move out of a difficult situation, or even this, you know, mentality could have to do with a soulmate. There could be a new relationship. There could be this deepening of a current relationship. You know, if this isn't romantic, the Two of Cups sometimes can appear if there's a partnership as well, right? Obviously, soulmates, yes, they, you know, they are romantic, right? They can be, but they don't necessarily have to be, right? And during our lifetime, we can have many soulmates. Some appear in the form of friends, some appear, you know, as even partners, sort of business colleagues. And we come into their lives and they come into our lives to, you know, to teach lessons. So we might have a lesson to learn from them, or this might be, you know, us needing to teach them a lesson. So many different types of soulmate relationships. But there is this, you know, this Two of Cups energy, which is helping to move out of this Six of Swords, or to deal with the Six of Swords situation. At the foundation of your reading, you have another card which, you know, can speak of, you have a number of cards actually that can have to do with travel. So I'll put that out there as well, because the Three of Wands at the foundation of your reading, Wands energy, and you have, let me see. So in your reading, you have 1, 2, 3, 4 Cups cards, 2 Pentacles, 1, 2, 3 Wands, and 1 Major Arcana. So, you know, more weighted towards Cups, possibly Wands in second place here. And Wands deals with the day-to-day matters in life. It's also, you know, it can be our drive, determination, passion for doing something, right? It's to do with our work, creative projects, creativity. And this card is the card of, you know, waiting to see what type of return on investment you're going to get, you know, in whatever this area is in your life. If you can see here, the woman, she's, you know, she has this crystal, right? And the crystal shining this beautiful light out. And so she's sitting there sort of waiting to see, okay, I've put a lot of effort and work into something, you know, when am I going to start to see some type of return on investment? When are things going to start happening for me? And thinking that, you know, that before the Three of Wands, the Two of Wands is a card that speaks of decisions, right? The Two of Wands is that sort of standing at a crossroads and needing to make a decision, you know, to head down one path. And now this card comes in as, you know, the what's next, you know, the what comes after the decision. Sometimes this, again, this deck doesn't show, it doesn't have the same representation as in the traditional tarot, because usually in the traditional tarot, there's the man standing on the cliff top, staring out to sea, you know, waiting for his ships to come in. So, you know, he's put whatever he's put out there, he's, you know, put these projects into motion, and then he's waiting to see, okay, so what, you know, what are the ships bringing to me? What am I going to get in return? So again, this ships by water, movement, possibly waiting for news, something coming across water. This could have to do with, you know, possibly this relationship, this Two of Cups. It could be with somebody at a distance from you. Because, you know, what we have here, sort of opposite the Three of Wands card, I know I'm kind of jumping over here, I apologize for that, but you have the the Knight of Cups. And this is, again, this is the knight in shining armor, right? This is the, this very romantic person bringing in this beautiful offering. He's bringing in the Holy Grail, this offering of love. You know, knights are, knights in the tarot, they act on things. They also bring things in. They bring in gifts. And in the case of this Knight of Cups, he could be bringing in an offering of love. He could be bringing you something that makes you very happy, or news of something that makes you very happy. If this isn't, you know, to do with a relationship, could definitely be a person, right? If so, this would typically be more of a middle-aged water sign individual, so Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. And this person could be, you know, at a distance from you. And he is actually, you see, he's traveling, he's on this unicorn, but he's traveling across water. You know, he's actually moving, but he's going across water. So there could be something with somebody at a distance from you here. But this is beautiful. You know, he's a very caring, a very loving, you know, on the negative side, I would say the Knight of Cups, you know, he can be a little too emotional at times, but in general, I mean, it's very loving energy, you know, possibly bringing you this new, you know, offering of love. And with that, you know, with the soulmate card at the center of the reading, that could be very, very true for many of you watching. Now, in the recent past, yet another card that speaks to union, you know, this beautiful sort of soulmate connection, in that we have the Four of Wands. So more Wands energy. And this is a card that can represent marriage. It can be moving house, moving in together. Fours in the tarot are very stable energy. So, you know, this is that stability of having a home with this person, of building a home. Sometimes it's referred to as the, you know, the happy home and family card. So it's the two people here, you know, the Two of Cups coming together with that person and wanting to take things to the next level. This can be moving in together. This can be, you know, actually getting married, changing home, moving, you know, moving to a different place maybe. I've already mentioned the Knight of Cups. So sitting across from the Four of Wands in the near future, we have more Wands energy with the Eight of Wands. And this is, you know, fast-paced energy. This is, you can see here, we have these unicorns and they're charging down the mountainside. This is very sort of unstoppable, very powerful, you know, exciting, fiery type of energy. And it's, again, it's a card that can have to do with travel, right? This could be traveling, something coming in from a distance, coming in from overseas. This can be traveling by air. So you know, again, this message of traveling for some of you. But the Eight of Wands is, you know, it's fast-paced news. This could be messaging back and forth with somebody. It's usually sort of text messaging, emailing, you know, that quick back and forth. It can also have to do with, you know, sort of changes in the air, like, you know, something is coming, it's coming in, and it's coming in quite quickly. Since it does have to do with quick timing, there could be, you know, this sort of time sensitive, something to do with this maybe this house move or this trip. There could be something that's time sensitive that you need to make a decision, or to move, or to go travel quickly. And now you appear as Major Arcana number 11, Justice. And it's interesting because in your surroundings, you have the Three of Cups. So, you know, both of these cards, again, you can be read as, you know, having to do with marriage, celebration, celebrating it could be an engagement, it could be a wedding, you know, actually celebrating a wedding reception ceremony. It can also be news of a pregnancy, news of a birth of a child, celebrating that. And then with the Justice card, you know, this can actually be justice of the peace, going to the court, getting married, right? So again, this message of marriage, possibly celebrating this marriage. The Justice card, if it doesn't have to do with that, it's a very karmic card. And it's a card that speaks of, you know, if you have been treated unfairly in the past, now things are, you know, the scales are being tipped in your favor. We have this sword of truth here. The balance, you know, the scale of justice has been balanced. So if there was a situation that was unfair, now things are righted. This could be you dealing with the court system. Maybe there are legal proceedings that you're dealing with, and if so, this card usually, you know, it's favorable. So things are going in your favor. And then, you know, in your surroundings, like I was saying, this is a card of celebration, and it's very much about, you know, getting together. You see here we have the 3 women, and they're, you know, they're celebrating something that makes them very happy, brings great joy to them. So this could be, you know, news of a child. The birth of a child. If this isn't you, this could be somebody, you know, around you, somebody in your, you know, sort of in your group of friends, or somebody who's close to you. Celebration or celebrating marriage. And we do have all these other cards that can speak of marriage, right? Now, your hopes and fears, you have the 3 of Pentacles. And I think this is more of a, you know, a hope here, because the 3 of Pentacles is, it's a card, it can represent working with other people, teaming up with other people to work on something. So there can be, again, with the 3 of Cups, the 3 of Pentacles is sort of collaborative energy surrounding you. This is more towards the end of the month. So you could be pairing, you know, joining up with other people, working together on a particular project. And I think that you're looking for, you know, something that's going to have staying power. This is Pentacles, so this is, it's earth energy. So it deals with, you know, the material things here in the earthly realm, such as our financial security, prosperity. It's the money that we earn from the work that we do. It has to do with our resources, you know, time, education, knowledge. It's also our home, our family. And it's a card that, you know, it's a card that shows that you're working hard. You're starting to see the first sort of, like the first results of your hard work. You might be readjusting, you know, figuring out, okay, if I continue doing what I'm doing, am I going to, you know, reach whatever the goal is that I'd like to reach? So there is planning for the future with this card, but it's also about just working hard and, you know, working very diligently, possibly just, you know, there's the 2 people here, but you might need to partner up with somebody else. But it's, you know, it's very, it's a solid energy, and there's definitely growth. So I think that, you know, you're hoping that whatever this is, if this is, you know, this new, the deepening of this relationship with, you know, the Knight of Cups, the 2 of Cups, you're hoping for things to last. You're hoping for things to flourish, to grow, right? To be able to build on, something and to have success with it. And your outbound energy, look how beautiful. We have the 10 of Cups here. And this is the, you know, the happily ever after card. And actually, you know, the relationship that begins here with the 2 of Cups, the soulmates, the 10s in the tarot are, you know, they're endings, culminations. And this is, you know, sort of the ultimate. It's like the relationship that begins here. It's grown, it's developed. They now have a family together. So they've built on their relationship. They've built on the love that they have for each other. They've, you know, they've grown to now have a child, to, you know, to create their family. It's a card of just, you know, ultimate happiness. Everything is, you know, all is right in the world at home. It's the beautiful home, beautiful family. It's a great card of just, you know, emotional fulfillment and well-being. So I think that, I mean, it looks like a great spread. And it does, I mean, what, you know, the energy coming off the cards is that it's really more kind of romantic in nature than anything else. I mean, if I were to sort of look at it more, you know, from a general reading, I would say that there could be there could be, a move. There could be travel coming in. There could be an offering with this Knight of Cups. It could be an offer. I mean, it could have to do with a job. Usually I would say, the Pentacles or Wands would have to do with that. But this could be an opportunity or an offer that brings great happiness. It could be doing something that you've always wanted to do, maybe at a distance, and then there's celebration to go along with that. With the Justice, maybe this is, signing some type of contracts here. But, however this plays out, it's all very happy, very positive, leaving the month of August with this ultimate happiness card. And the energy that you had at the card from the bottom of the deck, the energy for the entire month is the Six of Pentacles. So more earth energy here. And the Six of Pentacles is a card that speaks of give and take, right? It's a very balanced energy. And I usually think of the Six of Pentacles as, this is you just being in a very good financial position that you're actually able to help others or to give, and in order to help others. And this is giving. Yes, it can be, money. It can be, material things, but it can also be just resources such as your time, volunteering your time, volunteering your knowledge, helping out at a camp or, volunteering at a community center. So it doesn't necessarily have to be money. Of course, it can be. Sometimes the Six of Pentacles shows up in a reading when there are loans, sort of exchanging hands. And we did have the home card, right? The house card, possibly a house move. So for some of you, this could be you trying for a loan during the month of August, going to the bank, trying to get a loan to buy a house. For others, this can be, you receiving money. Sometimes this is when somebody comes, if you've lent them money in the past, this is them repaying you that money. It's sometimes referred to as the mentor-mentee card. So and it reminds us, to have this give and take. It's good to have this give and take as we move through life, because you never know when you might be on the receiving end. So when you do have more and are able to share and to give to others, it's important to do that, right? To have this very balanced kind of give and take energy. So it looks like a very good month for you. And let me move on to your oracle cards from the Soulful. Oh no, that's this one. Sorry. From the Soulful Woman deck, we have card number 44, Inner Guidance System. The best answers always come from the calm, radiant place within me. I wait for these with joy. This is such a pretty card. And from the Soulful Traveler deck, we have Embracing Enthusiasm. Shout to the heavens with happiness. All right, so let me find my guidebook. I like to read the full meaning for the oracle cards. So beginning with Embracing Enthusiasm, this card says, stop waiting on the sidelines. To heal your life and reach your goals, get up and take some risks. Break a few rules. Shout to the heavens with joy and exuberance. Clap your hands with glee. Be silly. Don't hold back. Allow childlike wonder to flood your life. Take a day off work, experience and celebrate even the smallest events of life. Discover what's great about each day. This is not the time to be reserved. Embrace every aspect of life. Smell the daisies. Good times are ahead if you just let loose a bit. The Sacred Traveler wants you to know. An unseasoned traveler believes that happiness only comes after one has reached the destination. However, the Sacred Traveler knows that the fastest way to manifest your dreams is to be happy now. You don't have to wait to experience joy. Your enthusiasm about what you already have will ignite miracles in your life. Without enthusiasm, something inside you sleeps. You must awaken, and then your relationships flourish, your health becomes vibrant, and your connection to the Creator deepens. Interesting. And let's see, card 44 says, Inner Guidance System. My best answers always come from the calm, radiant space within me, my inner guidance system. The more I live according to this inner compass, the less concerned I am about what others think, and the more at peace I am with my choices. I get better at following my inner guidance, and my choices improve over time. I'm excited to know that there is a reliable guidance system within me, my own feelings and intuition, and I rely on it every day. Both positive and negative feelings are information from my inner guidance system, helping to steer me in the right direction. Through these soul-guided choices, I am powerfully shaping my own destiny and expressing my purpose and individuality. I am grateful for my loving and wise inner guidance system. So there could be, you do have a number of cups cards here, right? We have 4 cups cards. And the suit of cups, besides having to do with our relationships, our feelings, our emotions, the suit of cups is water energy. So it's also, linked to our psychic abilities, to our intuition. So, and you have this 2 of cups at the center of the reading is what could help, right? We also have this message from your higher self, so with the water energy, and then what's surrounding you here, and so there could be a need to kind of listen to your intuition as you move through the month. That could be important, but again, you're moving out of something, you're moving out of a difficult period in your life into a calmer, more loving, happier period in your life. And, this could involve a home move. This could involve travel, could involve overseas travel, meeting, getting together with possibly new people that are quite different than you are, at a distance from you here. But it looks very positive. So I do hope that the messages have helped you. Thank you for joining me today. I look forward to reading for you again. And just know that I'm sending you much peace, love, and light for a wonderful month of August. Bye for now.